Can you raise your right hand, please? Oh.
Right here. You do solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do.
Please, have a seat. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, before asking any other questions, can you pull the microphone as close to your face as possible? And as we go through the questions, can you speak into the microphone as much as possible?
Okay.
Okay. Can you please state your name?
Sarah Buchsbaum.
Right. Miss Sarah, where are you from?
I'm from Vancouver, Canada.
And what do you do for work?
I'm a registered nurse.
All right. Jumping right into it, I'm going to ask you about an incident from March 24, 2025. Do you remember that incident?
Yes.
On March 24, 2025, around 10 a.m., where were you?
On the Pali Puka hike.
Is the Pali Puka hike on the island of Oahu?
Yes.
What were you doing on Oahu in March 2025?
I was here on vacation.
How long were you staying?
About 2 weeks.
When were you scheduled to leave?
I was scheduled to leave that night, actually.
Okay, so you're leaving the night of March 24th, 2025.
Yes.
Was anybody up with you at the Pali Puka on March 24th of last year?
My friend Amanda.
What were you and Amanda planning to do up there?
Just hike.
Okay. And what hike were you going to do?
The Pali Puka hike.
About what time did you start the Pali Puka hike?
At 10:24.
So 10:24 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Had you ever been on that hike
Sorry,
before?
yes.
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 Sorry. Had you ever been on that hike before?
Yes.
How far into the hike did you get that day?
Approximately like 4 or 5 minutes in.
Can you describe the beginning section of the trail?
The beginning section is a bit of a bamboo forest where you're just uphill with dirt. And then once you're about 4-ish minutes in, you get to the clearing of the ridgeline.
Got it. And what happened as you and Amanda were hiking up the trail?
We started hearing a woman screaming for help.
You said it was a woman screaming?
Yeah, it was a woman desperately screaming for help.
What was she screaming?
Help, help, help.
When you heard the woman screaming, help, 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 what did you think?
We initially thought it was someone falling off the edge of the cliff, so we started running in the direction of the screaming.
And once you heard the woman screaming, help, 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 where did you go on the trail?
Initially, we were still in that beginning part, so we went up, and then we hit the ridgeline, and then we went a little bit along the ridgeline and came across like a corner, and then that's when we saw the defendant.
Okay. So can you describe, first of all, what you saw when you turned that corner on the ridgeline?
We saw a man, which was unexpected because we had been hearing a woman screaming, and stopped.
What position was the man in?
He was facing the ridge, sort of standing but crouched a bit.
Did you see anybody else there initially?
Initially, I didn't.
Okay. Did you see anybody else there eventually?
Yes.
Who else did you see?
I saw Arielle.
What position was Arielle in?
When I saw her, she was on her stomach crawling towards us.
Now, how close was the man to the edge?
Fairly close.
Okay. And what was over the edge of the trail?
Nothing. It's just rich and then drop down.
Got it. Okay, so a drop.
Yeah, a big drop.
Did the man have anything in his hands?
He had a rock.
If you were to see the man again, would you be able to recognize him?
Yes.
If he's in the courtroom today, could you point him out and let us know an article of clothing he's wearing?
He's wearing the blue shirt.
Okay. And Your Honor, may the record reflect the witness has identified the defendant.
Record will reflect identification was made.
Can you describe the condition of the woman as you saw her?
Her face was covered in blood. Her head was covered in. She was just fully covered in blood.
Did the woman say anything?
She screamed, "Help! He's trying to kill me. Call 911."
Okay. What was the position of the defendant and the woman when she screamed, "Help! He's trying to kill me"?
He was standing above her.
And where was she?
She was laying on her stomach.
After the woman said, "Help, he's trying to kill me," what did you do?
We initially backed up a bit because we were right on the edge and we didn't want to get attacked. So we backed up so we were in a safer area. And as we were backing up, I was calling 911 and Amanda was yelling at her saying that we were calling for help.
In that 911 call, what were you telling the dispatcher?
What we had just seen, that we saw a woman said that she was being attacked.
I'm sorry,
Sorry.
Sarah. I think I asked that question. When you were making that 911 call, were you describing what you were seeing as you saw it or immediately after?
Immediately after.
I'm going to approach now with what's been marked as State's Exhibit 3, previously provided to the defense counsel. Okay, Sarah, I've handed you what's been marked as State's Exhibit number 3. Do you recognize what I've handed you?
Yes.
What is this?
This is a recording of the 911 call.
Did you review what's on this disc?
Yes.
What is on the disc? I'm sorry, you've already answered that. Is the recording of the 911 call on that disc a true and accurate recording of what you described to the 911 operator on March 24th, 2025?
Yes.
After you reviewed the disc, what did you do with it?
I signed it and then they put it back and then they took it away.
Okay. Is that the same disc you reviewed?
Yes.
That your signature on the disc?
Yes.
Okay. At this point, the state will move Exhibit 3 into evidence.
Mr. Otake? No objection. What has been marked for identification as State's Exhibit 3 is received into evidence.
Okay, and Sarah, if you can bear with me for a moment, I'm going to publish State's Exhibit 3.
And ladies and
Get out,
gentlemen,
please.
Sorry.
go ahead, publish.
Okay.
Hi, someone's currently being attacked on the top of Pali Puka. Where? There's a man trying to kill her. She's blood all over her face. Where is this at? Pali Puka, the hike at the lookout. Okay, so Pali on the top of lookout. She's on the Pali Puka hike, and he's currently attacking her. Okay, where, how far is the hike? Or is it the entrance? Where? We're probably like 5 minutes into the hike. Really quick in. Okay, what are you seeing? We heard her screaming, help, help, help me, and then we saw a man over her, and then she crawled out with blood over her face, saying that he's trying to kill her, and Does she know him? I don't know. Okay, where is he at? What is he wearing? He was in a t-shirt, white, he had brownish, sort of curly hair. Asian, Caucasian, Hawaiian? White. White guy? Yeah, white guy. Okay. And then what kind of shirt? T-shirt, maybe. I'm sorry, shorts. Pardon? What kind of shorts? I didn't see. He's wearing shorts, though. Okay, and then did he walk away from her? No, he was not. We walked away because we didn't want him to attack us. Okay, so he's still there. Yeah. They were both hiking. And was she Caucasian? What is she wearing? It was hard to say. She was covered in blood and she was crawling. Okay, and then, so she's 5 minutes into... The man is here. The girl is here. She's wearing a purple tank top. She's okay. She's covered in blood. She's near us, though. Does she have a weapon? Did he have a weapon? He didn't have a weapon. Okay. It's a rock. He was hitting her with a rock. Okay. Is this the Pali Lookout? Is that the one on the town side going towards... Or is it on the Kailua side? The Pali Lookout? We need an ambulance, but it's on the town side. There was an accident. The police are actually really close to the entrance because there was an accident. Okay, that helps me. Okay, and then what is your name? Sarah. Sarah. Okay, we'll send somebody out there. Just look out for the officer and the ambulance. We'll definitely need an ambulance, okay? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Are you okay?
Okay. After you made that 911 call, Sarah, what did you and Amanda do next?
We hiked down with Arielle.
Can you describe for us what it was like hiking down that trail with Arielle?
She wasn't able to walk, so she scooted down on her bum. Initially, she was behind us. At one point, she asked if she could just be in the middle because she wasn't sure if he was going to come back and attack her. So Amanda was in the front, Arielle was in the middle, I was at the end, and I was just looking around to see if he was going to come back or not.
Were you able to successfully get down to the bottom of the trail?
Yes.
Did the defendant follow you at all?
No.
When you were up on the trail, when you initially got to that clearing and saw the defendant, were you able to get a good look at him?
Yes.
Did you make eye contact?
Yes.
How long did you make eye contact with the defendant for?
Approximately 30 seconds.
Can you describe seeing the defendant's eyes?
It's like a cold, emotionless stare.
How did you feel as you made eye contact with the defendant?
I felt very uneasy.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
No further questions.
Cross-examination.
Good morning, Ms. Buchsbaum.
Hi.
You indicated 30 seconds, cold stare, looking into his eyes for 30 seconds, uneasy feeling you had, correct?
Yes.
Good look at him, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Isn't it true later that same day when the detective showed you a photo lineup that you initially picked the wrong person out of the photo lineup?
That was the next day.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize. The next day, you
yes.
picked the wrong person out of the photo lineup initially, correct?
Initially, because
That's just my question.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you pick the wrong person out of the photo lineup initially?
yes.
And then when the detective said, keep going, then you said, oh, wait, that's him later, correct?
When I saw his eyes, yes.
Yeah. Well, number two who you picked, you saw the eyes, correct?
They had stated that it could be like an older photo of him and he could look different.
I'm just asking you, when you looked at photo number two and said that was the person, you could see that person's eyes in the photo, yes?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, you live in Canada?
Yes.
All right. The prosecutors flew you in to testify today, yes?
Yes.
And this was not the first time doing this hike, was it?
No.
And you had gone on the hike before, correct?
Correct.
And you felt the hike was safe enough for you and your friend to go again, yes?
Correct.
I wanted to just ask you, just more out of curiosity, you indicated you started the hike at 10:24?
Correct.
That's pretty specific. Did you have like a...
Amanda had started exercise on her
Okay.
watch.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it. So that's helpful. So,
Yeah.
and you guys went back and looked at the watch when it was started,
Yes.
and it showed 10:24.
Yes.
Okay, that's very helpful. So, you guys started the hike at 10:24 a.m. on March 24th, correct?
Correct.
All right. 10:24 a.m. The parking lot shares a parking lot with Pali Puka, yes?
Correct.
As you indicated, you guys were just about 4 minutes into the hike, correct?
Correct.
And in fact, on the 911 call, we can hear you saying, oh, we're really quick in, just about 5 minutes in, yes?
Correct.
So when you heard this, you were just about 4 to 5 minutes in from the busy parking lot where the tourists park to go to Pali Puka, correct?
Correct.
You heard the yelling, you ran towards it quickly, and when you show up, you said your friend was in front of you,
Correct.
but you were right behind her, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And in fact, you didn't see the man hit the female, correct?
Correct.
back away, and you called 911, yes?
Correct.
That was your voice on it?
Correct.
Okay. And you mentioned at some point she starts kind of crawling towards you, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. When you guys backed away and she was crawling towards you, the man that you saw, he didn't continue to, he didn't run after or attack the lady at that point, correct?
No. Correct.
And he wasn't aggressive towards you in any way?
Correct.
And from when you were interacting with the female, she did not lose consciousness, correct?
Correct.
You mentioned her crawling down. At the very end, when you got towards the wall, she stood up and you guys kind of helped, and she walked towards the wall, correct?
Yeah, there was myself, Amanda, and I believe an officer that were trying to help get her down the wall. Yeah.
And well, before you got to the wall, she stood up and walked towards the wall, yes?
With us supporting her.
Right. Right?
Yes.
Okay. And you did not get a good look at the rock that was in his hand, correct?
No, probably saw it briefly.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I should ask you something. How do you pronounce your last name? Is it
Buchsbaum. Buchsbaum?
Buchsbaum?
Buchsbaum, yeah.
Miss Buchsbaum, you did not see how the incident started, correct?
Correct.
And you did not see who started the incident, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you did not, by the time you got there, you didn't even see anybody hit anybody, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you never saw a vial or a syringe, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. Safe travels.
Any redirect?
Yes. Okay. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
You were asked some questions about a photo lineup.
Correct.
And it sounded like you wanted to say something, but didn't get a chance. So what did you want to say?
Initially, they had told us that the photos for the photo lineup could be old photos. They could be, he might not look like that currently, so that's why initially I thought maybe it might have looked like him. I wasn't 100% sure, but then when they showed the photo of him, I just had like this feeling within me, like I saw the eyes and it was immediately, I knew right away. Like I had a gut reaction, I had a body reaction. It was very apparent that was him.
Thank you. No further questions.
Thank you.
But you did initially pick out a different man, right?
Correct.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions, Mr. Gordon?
No.
Ms. Buchsbaum, thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's that first step?
Okay.
Approach off record.